Hey everybody, and welcome to the Narrowgate Wood Shop. If you remember in one of our previous videos, I showed you a really big stack of milled lumber. It was all cherry. And I told you I was on my way up to the Mark Adams School of Woodworking to turn that great big stack of lumber with all those shavings and all those dimensioning tools applied to it into a rocking chair, a sculptural rocking chair made in the Maloof style. Well, here you go. Here's the rocking chair, or at least the beginnings of the rocking chair. Now, you're probably taking a peek at this going, my gosh, I think that's the biggest rocking chair I've ever seen in my life. Promise me, it's not gonna end up this way. This is just the beginning of a rocking chair that was joined together, custom fit, to fit me. That's kind of the cool thing about the class. We actually get to take measurements of where do your arms rest when you sit down and what's the shape of your body, including the curvature of your back, so that everything fits together. It's hand sculpted to fit you. The problem is, while all the joinery is done, while all the gluing of the rockers and all the risers and the leg height and the balance is there, there's still a long way to go on this chair. It's only about half done. Can you tell what it is? Absolutely. It's a chair on a set of rockers. It's a rocking chair. But there's always more to do. As a matter of fact, Mark started the class by showing us his original Maloof style rocking chair, the first one he ever built. And he told us through the course of the class that even that chair is never actually done because that chair has been refinished 3 times. You see, with use, even the things that we do to complete a project have a tendency to wear down or wear off, and they need to be reapplied. And it reminded me of a passage in 2 Peter that I want to read to you. It's in 2 Peter chapter 1, and this is what he says. For this very reason, giving all diligence, add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue knowledge, and to your knowledge self-control, to self-control perseverance, to perseverance godliness, to godliness brotherly kindness, to brotherly kindness love. That's a long list. That's a lot of steps. But it makes this promise. For if these things are yours, and they abound, you will be neither barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ, in the intimate experience, the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. See, there are steps. And when you look at this chair, you can tell that while we started with a bunch of square or rectangular milled lumber, we've taken certain steps to turn that milled lumber into this interconnected piece. Its form, it's taken its life as a rocking chair. Let me show you what some of those steps are. We literally cut things with a bandsaw to certain shapes, but then when we start shaping, well, it really starts here with this wooden mallet and that guy right there. If you can imagine holding this tool, hitting it with a mallet, and driving it through the wood, and bit by bit, chiseling out or gouging out, that's what this is called, is a sweep gouge, number 8 sweep gouge if you want to go buy one, gouging out bit by bit the contour of this seat. You can see how it's sculpted. So in the same way you would imagine a great sculptor chiseling away at rock, we just chiseled away at wood to sculpt that seat so that it fits your body when you sit into it. We used a bandsaw to cut curves back there in the back, but once you've got things chiseled out, you've got a lot of ridges left that need to be removed. So let me show you another tool that we use. We take this guy, this grinder with these sanding pads, and it's got a flexible rubber back on it. So we can literally make sweeping motions and begin to sand out some of those ridges and turn it into a shape that's recognizable. Of course, there are other steps beyond that. After that, we take a Japanese saw rasp like this, and we begin to shape rounded spindles out of square spindles so that they fit together in the holes that we've dimensioned. Beyond that, we go down to a rasp like this, a number 49 or a 50 rasp, and ultimately even down to a file that has really fine teeth. And with every pass, we're taking away a little more material and a little more material and a little more material, refining us into the final shape that we're called to be. See, faith, if you remember in Habakkuk 2:4, well, that passage is used to open up Romans 1. It is by faith. The just shall live by faith. Faith produces us in new form. It's faith that is the key to our rebirth. But Peter goes on to say, so add to your faith virtue, and to your virtue, well, we read the list and you can go back and read it again. See, add to this sawing and this sculpting, add to it sanding, add to it rasping, add to it filing, add to it sanding again. Ultimately, add to it a fine finish and then wax that finish and reapply the wax regularly so that this beautiful thing that Mark taught me how to build becomes a functional piece in our life that serves us with comfort and peace. Go read 1 Peter chapter 1. Ask God in that list, what things do I need to add to my life today? What things do I need to add to my faith today to produce shape, form, function, and finish so that I will be a comfort to other people's lives and God can be a comfort in mine? Stick around, we're going to finish this chair eventually. We're actually going to do the thing that Paul instructs to Timothy. We're going to fight the good fight. We're going to finish the race. We're going to add each one of those steps and produce a beautiful rocking chair made in the Maloof style. So check back with us and you'll see our progress, okay? Thanks for checking in. Until next time, see you soon.